Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another review on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Girl, we about to talk about some things. We also have to get into a little bit of social media drama between Lisa Rinna and the ladies of Real Housewives of Dubai. Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a second. But real quick, let's go ahead and hop into this review. First of all, we finally get to see my girl, Cherie. Okay, a lot of you guys that may not know if you were watching the episode, or if you were not, you know that Cherie happens to be the ex-wife of Will Smith and the mother of his child. Okay, he does have his oldest child with Miss Cherie. So we finally see her, and what they gave us was a few flashbacks to let us know that Cherie has always been around since Garcelle has been on the show, but this is the first time that they're introducing her to us. Okay, so that was good. Garcelle, y'all know she's having this party. It's her birthday. She's gonna do something big. Diana done sent the ladies a text, which was interesting because I wasn't really sure why Diana chose to send them this message. Like, why did you send them this text? Were you saying that you were not coming, or what was the text for? I don't know if it was in response to something, but basically what they're saying is that she was telling them about what she had been through. I guess her going on that trip may have been a bit too much for her. So I guess she may be on bed rest or something like that in an effort to save her uterus. She probably did a little too much, I guess, drinking, hanging out, whatever it is, some things that she's not normally used to. So I'm wondering if Diana was saying that in an effort to say she wasn't going to go to the party, or if she was going ahead giving them this information as a disclaimer, meaning if y'all go on any other girls trip, I'm probably not going to go based on how this first girls trip, you know, played out for me. That's what I want. Like, what was the purpose of you really sending this message out? But as I was listening to it, I was just like, bye, Diana, girl. Bye. Bye, Diana, because I feel like if that's what it was, I feel like your doctor probably would have told you not to go on this trip to begin with if it was all of that. But I guess you went on a trip, came back, and maybe it was a bit too stressful on you. I don't know, honey. I don't know. But anyway, bye, Diana, because Diana, you are split, getting on my nerves a little bit, even though how you handle Sutton, I don't always feel like how you handle her is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's always a bad thing with how you handle Sutton. But girl, with these different excuses you be coming up with, it's starting to get on my fucking nerves. 1 minute you don't know how to do this. 1 minute you've never said that. 1 minute you over here saying, you know, I never really sent this to a girl's, you know, in a girl's chat or whatever the case may be. Girl, miss us with your lies, because you're getting exhausting just a tad, girl. Now let's get to Dorit and Sutton. So Sutton speaks on not being happy with Diana because y'all know she was trying to get on that plane or that jet or whatever the hell they was on the plane. And she asked Diana, because she sit with the cool girls, and Diana said, girl, you're not cool, so you can sit over there where you were sitting there when you first got over here. Okay, when you first got on the ride the first time, only to find out that Kyle sat wherever she wanted to sit. And who else? Lisa Rinna sat wherever she wanted to sit. So when Sutton noticed this, she said, I don't like that, because I feel like if you're going to do it to me, you need to do it to everybody. Don't single me out. So I feel like she was being petty and she was trying to get back at me about something. She was. But honestly, at the same time, Sutton, I don't think that you should be mad for real. I feel like you should be like, that's expected. That's expected. Like, it is what it is. All right. What else ended up happening when she sat down with her? Okay, so yeah, she says that so Sutton thinks that she should have, she should have treated everybody the same way. But anyway, she says that Diana got in the crossfire when it came down to her issue with Crystal or whatever. She felt like she got in the crossfire, and she said that I apologized to her. So once I made that apology to her, it shouldn't have been nothing else said. Right. And I'm like, okay, I guess, girl. Obviously she didn't accept that apology. And I feel like that wasn't the only time y'all probably had friction on that trip. You know, that girl wasn't really featuring you for real. So Sutton also doesn't like the jab that she took when she sent that text out to everybody, because she ended up spelling Garcelle's name wrong. And she also said that she wanted to make sure she let the ladies know what's going on, because Garcelle would have said that she was being rude. Okay. So there's that. Let's keep going. So now, according to the call that Sutton and Kyle had, Diana says that she will be at the party. So as it's getting closer to Garcelle's party, Sutton actually sent her a text message. And old girl was like, okay, well, I'll see you at the party. So I guess she must have healed up, felt better, and felt the need to go over to the, go to the party and be in attendance. I don't know, maybe production told her, girl, we probably gonna withhold your check. And if they did tell her that, that's interesting to me, considering the fact that she got all this money, honey. Okay, she could have missed the day of a check. But anyway, let's keep going. So Diana finally arrives. Okay, when she arrives, And when she gets there, she ends up gifting Garcelle a book. That book 23 or whatever it was, or room 23, whatever that book was, she gifted to Garcelle. And she signed it. So Garcelle thought that was sweet, but Garcelle said she would have much rather have had a bag. And I felt like Diana gave it to her a little bit as shade. So I did think it was a tad bit funny, because it's like, since you want to bring it up at the table and you want to talk about it so much, let me go ahead and give you a copy and you could really read it. But if I was Miss Garcelle, I would really read it, and I'll make sure I got some questions for your ass too. So let me bring it back to the forefront and be like, yeah, so when this happened, what about that? And then I saw this and I was thinking about that. I'll be all in her business then, since you want to give me the book, girl. Okay. And it was coming off as a little bit of cheap. She, Garcelle didn't necessarily lie with that. Since you always talking about how much money you got and you ain't never been to this store and y'all this other stuff you got going on, girl, you really could have given her a bag since you got it like that. What else we got going on with with the ladies pretty much. So Cherie showed up to the party. So shout out to her. Cherie tells them that at some point in her life or during the pandemic, she had to make a peace with her vagina. Something like that. So Erica speaks on PK, and basically the conversation went from Cherie talking about how she had to make peace with her vajayjay, and from that going to Miss Garcelle, I guess she was told that she shouldn't touch her private parts or whatever, and then also said that she never liked to wear underwear. So when she was younger. So then this goes into the conversation of Erica saying, yeah, me neither, basically till this day. And she said, don't tell such and such husband about it because he kept looking at my all night. And she was talking about PK. And Dorit, not one time when Erica says this about your husband, not one time did you check Erica. And for me, I feel like this be the shit Crystal talking about. Because I feel like if Crystal would have said that about your husband, you would have cussed Crystal the hell out. You would have went off on Crystal for saying that about your husband. You would have been like, how dare you say that? You would have found something to say to her. But because Erica is saying it, to me, it seems like you just passed it over. Yeah, you said something in the confessional, like, do you not see this ring or whatever the case may have you? But that was it. But let that have been Crystal that said that, or even possibly Sutton. It would have been a whole big thing about that. But anyway, girl, that's what y'all do, honey. Let's keep going. So Kyle and Diana. So they speak on her text, and Diana talks about how she brings bazookas. Because I'm like, Kyle, what text are you talking about? Kyle says, when you sent that text, I was on the floor. Like, what do you mean you were on the floor? You're saying it like it was something that was a laughing matter. What was the laughing matter? Was it the fact that she was saying that Garcelle would think that I'm rude and that she misspelled Garcelle's name? Is that what you were saying? Is that the part that you were referring to? I'm like, is that what you were referring to? And then y'all both over there laughing or whatever. Miss Diana said, I bring bazookas or whatever the case. I drop bombs or whatever she was over there talking about. I don't drop bombs. I drop bazookas or whatever. She's talking about she's a very direct person and all this other stuff when it comes to Sutton and some of the other ladies. Okay, that's what she say. But you could tell that whole moment Kyle was giving was truly messy, girl. Kyle is the messy girl of the friend group for sure. Okay. Instigator trying to get some stuff started. So Kyle tells Diana about Sutton not being happy about her sitting, telling her like, go sit over there when they were on the plane. So she tells her that she didn't like that. And Diana says that she says, well, you know what? I stored her name in my phone, right? You know what I did? I stored it under bacon vegetarian or something like that. Bacon eating vegetarian or something. Some silly stuff, but they didn't really get anywhere. I don't know if it was the chopping of the camera scene, but it didn't really, I wasn't following 100%. Like, okay, what is this fluff? What is this fluff here? Then she goes on to speak on how she can come on a bit strong at times, right? So later on, they dance, okay? They're dancing all on the dance floor. The only person I really want to talk about is Miss Kyle, because Kyle, I'm like, girl, you don't see Mauricio over there? So he just lets you, like, you just show your whole thing to the whole world and everything. Like, Kyle could not keep her legs closed. She could not keep her legs closed at all. She was on the floor with it. She was on the sofa with it. She was on the floor with it. She was on the sofa with it. Then she even had Lonnie Love up in there getting down with her. I said, oh, wow. Okay, then, ladies. If y'all gonna throw the dress up, girl, just throw it up then. Okay, that's all right. Do what you want to do, honey. Later on, we see where Diana and Sutton are actually having a conversation. So Sutton tells her that she has to clear up why she there. And it's like, some part of me is like, as I'm watching the show, and I know a lot of us don't like Diana. I don't too much care for her for real either. But as I'm watching the show, honestly, just my opinion, I'm like, Sutton, this woman ain't got a clear up for you. She ain't got to clear up nothing for you. You have to clear it up as to why you're here when you sent this message and made it seem like you weren't coming. I don't have to do shit. Just know that I'm here. Okay. So then Diana's like, well, since you want to know, then let's start from the beginning. 12 weeks ago. And so it's like, no, not that, not that. Come on now. Right. So then Diana's like, well, no, I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to let you know what's going on. I'm trying to explain. So Diana is tired. I guess she's tired of Sutton and she's ready to get confrontational. My thing is this, Sutton, you talk too fucking much. Like, that's just what, like, you never like to let people get a word out, yet you really don't like to be confrontational. And those two things are not going to be able to go together for me. I did say, now, Sutton, Diana may be annoying as hell, but you do need to shut the sometimes, and you need to listen. You told this woman she needs to explain. So when she's trying to explain to you, then you want to cut her off. And Sutton often does this, I have to say, even if I do like her. Sutton, you do this, girl, okay? Diana calls her boring and then calls the woman fake and tells her that she can't forgive her for being boring. I said, oh, wow. Oh, goodness. That's an interesting one. That's a very interesting. So Sutton believes that Diana is projecting. And I thought that was hilarious. She was like, girl, I'm not the one with fake lips. I'm not the one with the fake hair, fake teeth, fake breasts, fake this, fake that. Girl, it's giving, you're the one that's fake. You're the one that's projecting. I said, come on, Sutton, let's go. So next thing we see, messy mama Kyle and messy mama Garcelle walk outside, right? So then Diana, so I guess they talked about Diana being rude or whatever like that. I feel like Garcelle could have brought it up. Diana accepts that she is rude and asks Garcelle what's her issue with her. And Garcelle saying, I don't have an issue with you. Garcelle, you doing what you did last year just a little bit. You be having issues with people, but then saying that you ain't really got no issue with them for real, for real. But honestly, the issue is that she's coming for your friend Sutton. That's really what it is. And you just want to have Sutton's back. And I get that. But I also loved when Diana asked her, let me see. Sutton tells no, Garcelle says that she doesn't have an issue with her, but she said, you the one that's walking around with a chip on your shoulder, right? So then Sutton tells Diana the bed rest must have did her some good because she came out here, she been a whole nother person, right? So then Sutton says that she was trying to apologize about her being on bed rest. And I'm like, Sutton, it didn't even sound like that's what you were trying to do. It really didn't. It sounded like you wanted this woman to explain why she's at this party and not at home on bed rest, okay? Now, I did like how Diana asked Garcelle, are you her bodyguard or her spokesperson? And Garcelle is saying that she's neither. But see, that's the other thing too, Garcelle, because sometimes I do feel like you be jumping in too. You be jumping in too, girl. And a lot of times when the women be pouncing on your head, I don't be hearing Sutton say nothing. So Sutton be having all this mouth. She be interrupting people. So let the folks have their conversation, okay? How they gonna have it. What else happened? So Sutton said, yeah, we talked about that. So Sutton calls her an a-hole, okay, and starts calling out her number. So first of all, Garcelle said, I see you on some negative energy, girl. It's my party. I'm gonna cry if I want to, and I'm choosing not to cry with you. It's not gonna go ahead and hit out. Right. So I think Diana could have gotten up and left, I think, or something like that. Or maybe she still sat there because Sutton was like, I think she probably was still sitting there. Sutton said, I got your number. And she started calling this lady's number out. And it was the fact that they actually was letting the number play on the audio. I don't know the number she said, but I know she gave at least the first three, or shall I say the second 3 digits and the last 4 digits. And anybody can just look up the zip code or whatever the case may be. It's like, not y'all letting this lady read off this woman's phone number on the air so people can give her a call. Lord have mercy. Okay, they still was out there, still talking, still pretty much going back and forth. So Diana asked her if she needs a new villain, because if so, then here she is. I said, oh, wow. Diana is ready for the action. And I'm feeling conflicted because it's like, I like how Diana is kind of giving Sutton a run for her money, even though I like Sutton. Understand this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the ones that I really can't stand. And that's like the person that I really don't like on the show the most for real is Miss Lisa Rinna. Like, it's her for me. Okay. And then Dorit gonna fall in line, then Miss Kyle. Okay. It's probably gonna be Kyle, then Dorit. Okay. But we just added Miss Diana up there in that list as well. Right. Okay. Because of the things that she done sat up here and did over there on the social media. So I'm feeling a way about you, Miss Sue. But anyway, girl. Anyway, Miss Girl, but like I said, I'm feeling conflicted based on how Diana has shown herself to be outside of the show. and how she's showing herself to be on the show, and she handles these other Caucasian ladies. So I'm not all the way against her, and some people that can't stand her based on what she did on social media may want me to be. I'm not all the way there, okay? And as much as I like Sutton, I'm not gonna agree with everything Miss Sutton do. Like, Sutton, you do talk too much. Sutton, you are damn near similar to Crystal in more ways than one. Okay, so those are my thoughts. What else we got? So Diana is on Sutton's ass. And I'm laughing my ass off, okay? And I did say, although I am enjoying it, I did ask Diana, why are you going through this with her? I said, if you're trying to save your uterus, like you said, why are you even choosing to argue or go at it with Sutton if these were your words and you was just on bed rest? If you feel like you're supposed to be that not stressed out, then why the hell did you come? And in addition to that, why the hell are you choosing to argue with Sutton? Because you are making yourself look like the fool. Even if Sutton not allowing you to talk, you are making yourself look like the fool. So how you gonna get mad at that? Because she asking you a question. Even though I feel like, bro, I ain't gotta explain SHI to you. I don't have to tell you nothing. Okay, I tell the people that I really like out here. I really tell them. Because you didn't come to me also on some, oh, I'm so sorry, what happened to you? I just want to check on you. You ain't really come like that. You came and just said this lady gonna have to explain why she there when she sent y'all a text message making y'all think otherwise. So anyway, girl, those are my thoughts on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over, because Miss Lisa Rinna, girl, she has been running amok in somebody's palace over there on Instagram. And I really just want to share some things that Mr. DJ Richie Sky posted on his page. Now, I'm going to get into Miss Lisa Rinna's original statement, and then we're going to get into what some of the ladies from Dubai had to say to her in response to the BS she said. Then we'll also be getting into DJ Richie Sky's response to Miss Lisa. So let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen for you guys so you could just see what it is that she had to say. So she says, let me take this off the screen for you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. So Miss Lisa Rinna says, we fight on our show. If we fight with Garcelle, we are all of a sudden called a racist. That's BS. I will not accept that. I will express myself when and how I want. And I am not afraid of any of you hoes. Then she goes on to say, and if you were just so triggered by our show, and a lot of you pussies are, go watch Dubai. And the first thing that's coming to my head, dear heart, is who the f is you talking to? Who the f is you talking to? That's the problem for me. Who is you calling PUSSYs and all this stuff and hoes? And who is you talking to, ma'am? If anything, you should be glad these people are tuned in watching this show. And are you saying that in defense of Diana? When, in all honesty, the argument with Diana had nothing to do with Garcelle. It was based on the things that she said on social media and continuing to sit up here and make herself look like a fool. Let's be honest about that. Let me see if I can find the comments of what Miss Diana ended up putting on her page that she sent over to Garcelle, trying to say what all she does for the community or something. Let me see if I have that over here, because I was just like, girl, no, you did not. Let me see. I feel like she could have taken it down. Let me see if she may have taken it down. No, she did not take it down, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Then we'll switch back over to Richie Scott and show you guys what he had to, what he said about this. Okay. So she says, this is what the statement came from Miss Diana. She says, dear Garcelle, next time you go on a national television, why don't you educate viewers on how many times I went to Haiti, your home country? Why don't you tell them how many planes full of first aid and medical supplies I sent to Haiti? Why don't you tell viewers how many millions of my dollars I have given to your country? First of all, that's not her job to tell no SHI like that. That's not her job. If you want to be seen as a certain person out here to the public, you might want to get on the case of Bravo, but that's not her job to sit up here and say all of the things that you did for Haiti or did for her country. I did this for you guys. I gave you guys money. I helped you out. I'm not racist because I gave money. Like, girl, that's not how that goes. Okay. That makes no sense at all. All right. She also goes on to say, a woman from Bosnia did that. And, girl, and do you think that we give up that a woman from Bosnia did that? It's giving America gives a lot of money overseas and still go over there and start wars in those same countries, showing that they still don't give a fuck about those people. Do you hear what I say? So what they're supposed to mean? A woman from Bosnia donated and gave money to Haiti. That don't mean that you like them. Huh? I can't. It's you over here talking about what you donated that you still gonna turn around and get a write-off off of her people. While you sitting over here talking about what all you gave. I gave this, I gave that, finna turn around and get a write-off. What is it? And finna turn around and figure out a way to finesse it in your records so you can save on some money. What was it? Girl, y'all cut it out. Cut it out, ma'am. Let's go ahead and keep going. She says, also, you could have mentioned all the money I have given and everything I have done for women's rights in Congo and other 100% Black communities. You are very familiar with all of the work I have done for human rights all around the globe. Girl, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's your job. Why are you? Garcelle does not have to change the narrative about how you've been out here presenting yourself. You need to get with your PR team. You need to get with Bravo, and you need to get with yourself. Okay? While you sitting over here trying to drag this woman and try and make this woman look bad for whatever reason. Like, and Garcelle, the next time you come on, it's looking really bad that you decided to come for Garcelle. Like, and you know how I've been feeling about Garcelle this season. And you came for her like that's supposed to, like, what was that supposed to do? It only makes you look even more worse. And it's so funny because I'm like, you can remember now all of the things that you've done for Haiti, but then you was just saying that you couldn't even remember, you don't even know what a story is or something like that. Like, woman, you are a walking contradiction. I hate to see it. But let me see if I can get back to DJ Richie Sky's comment and what he had to say. Okay, so let me see if we got that up on the screen and let me show you guys what he had to say. So actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get into his and then we'll get into the comments of the ladies from Real Housewives of Dubai. Okay, so he says, dear Lisa Rinna, as a fan of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Bravo TV, you are incorrect. We will call out racist and problematic behavior when we see it. I know that's right. And we'll call it out. And if you don't like it, then that's just too damn bad. Maybe you should go and find you another show, ma'am. Okay, so let me keep reading. He says, unfortunately, Miss Jenkins has been so clumsy with her words that she's managed to offend and speak. Come on, managed to offend and speak negatively of quote unquote Black content creators, and then clumsily blame that on lack of knowledge of what a Black creator is. That makes no sense. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, you acting like you don't know what a Black content creator is, but you know what a Black country is, and you know what a Black community is, and you know how you've given oh so much money to that community. Do you see what, like, that's not what? But you don't know what I'm tired of Diana acting like, oh, I don't know what this is, or I didn't know what. Girl, you not dumb as hell. You not dumb. You smart. You know. Okay. You in tune. I don't think I need to say smart or intelligent, but I'll say you in tune because that's what you are. So stop acting like you're not. Let's keep going and seeing what else he has to say. He says, perhaps instead of calling out all of us hoes, you could educate her on that first. Then we wouldn't be having this discussion. Unfortunately, none of this has anything to do with the quote unquote fighting on the show. It sure don't. And I'm glad he said that. It does not. It does not. It's about this woman has been doing on social media. And here it is, doing something else is not making her look good on social media. He says it has everything to do with what she's been doing online. And her latest, quote unquote, I help all the people of Haiti had nothing to do with that original. It must be hard to be a Black creator. That's what I'm saying. He says post Nor Garcelle's response to that. When asked about it on Watch What Happens Live, he says, deal with her. She's the problem. Then come talk to the quote unquote hoes. No, the only hoe I see is Lisa Rinna herself. So in my opinion, you can go and have that conversation with yourself first before you come and you address anything to the viewers that's being tuned in to your network, your channel, or whatever the case you want to call it, the network that pays you, because without the viewers, then obviously the ads are not going to pay into that particular show. So you're not going to get paid. So I just be feeling like, girl, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because just as high as y'all are Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all could drop if a whole lot of people stop tuning the in. Okay? Girl, let me keep going, because she done kind of, you know what I'm saying, she done got on my nerves, girl. Let me keep going. Okay, she says, he says, or better yet, sit this one out. It has nothing to do with you. But you know, one thing about Lisa Rinna gonna always feel like she needs to be heard, though. That's the thing. She always wants to be the person, the poster child for I'm gonna say what I want and watch. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Well, Lisa Rinna, there will definitely come a time where you will, I guarantee you, eat your words. Okay, I guarantee you there will be a time. Every dog has its day. Okay, but let's keep going, girl. Let's keep going. She says, P.S. No, I keep saying she. DJ Richie Scott says, P.S. If you are going to be bold enough to offend and alienate a large portion of the audience, come on, who watches for pure enjoyment and escapism, because we are calling out legitimate problematic behavior, don't delete the post. Stand in it. Because one thing, then he also goes on to say, own it. Because one thing Lisa Rinna will do, she will cause a ruckus, as she always does, and then she turns around and she deletes her stories. She deletes them off like a fool. And it's like, girl, everybody got the screenshots now. Do you want us to show you the receipts? Do you want us to show you the receipts? Everybody got it now, so you might as well leave it up. What's the point in pulling it down? We trying to understand. So then let's go ahead and get into some more, because Chanel from Real Housewives of Dubai says, Rinna, Africa called and they want their lips back. Yes, send them back, ma'am. Keep Dubai out your mess and your mouth. Tune in next Wednesday, 9 p.m. for a brand new episode of Real Housewives of Dubai. Period, girl. I love that. She's like, girl, keep Dubai out your mouth and out your, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Out your mess and out your mouth. Don't put it over there, girl, with your messy. So then, let's see here. Carolyn Brooks came and says, she asked her, she said, Lisa Rinna, what do you mean by the part where you say, go watch Dubai? What do you mean by that particular part? Lisa Rinna ain't got nothing to say, right? Yet at that time. So then this is when Caroline decided to add Kempire and says, Kempire, the girls are fighting. Get your girl from Beverly Hills before she writes any more checks her ass can't cash. I was told this is the third time Lisa Rinna mentioned our show in a shady, negative way. Keep your post and she said, keep your post and your aggression directed at the women on your show. Tread lightly, Rinna. Your words post are reckless and disrespectful, calling people pussies and hoes on your public Instagram page. Not so classy at Lisa Rinna. Premium trash is what she had to say. Now, Lisa Rinna, I believe she came back and she said something else. Okay. Lisa Rinna came back and said, my advice to you, you need to bring the kind of energy you just brought to me to your show. Cheers. And it's like, I cannot stand this. Like, Lisa, I can't. Lisa, go ahead and retire from me, baby. We're going to need you to go ahead and clock out. Lisa, we're going to need you to go ahead. Let me put the pen down, Lisa. No, ma'am, we don't need you to sign nothing else. Put the pen down. Go ahead. No. Shit, log out. You don't want to log. That's fine. We'll log off for you. No, it's not a problem. We're going to need you to go ahead and clock out, Lisa. Go ahead and clock out, ma'am. Then this is where Miss Caroline Brooks decided to repost this. And she went on to say, listen, trash box, I think you need to focus on your career and storyline because you're not that interesting. Come on. While you're worried about what we are doing in Dubai, that Beverly Hills rotating door is about to push you out. Oh, come on. Your time is almost up. Let's go, Caroline Brooks. Let's go. You're boring and rude. Ooh, girl, y'all thought Diana was eating Sutton. Oh my. She says you wouldn't dare try to come for Atlanta and Potomac because you know they would verbally annihilate you. So you chose Dubai instead. Wrong move at Lisa Rinna. Believe me when I tell you, despite what you see on our show, we are not the one or the two. trashy. She got in her, and I appreciate that so much. And Miss Rinna is getting it from all walks of life at this time, in my opinion. Okay, she's definitely getting it. She definitely deserves it. But I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments, and let me know your thoughts on the review as a whole, whether you agree with me, whether you don't. Okay, let me know your thoughts and how you're feeling and how you see the show from your perspective, especially when it comes to Sutton versus Diana, Diana versus Sutton. Garcelle chiming in. Let me know your overall thoughts, and also come on in and let me know your thoughts about this situation dealing with Diana Jenkins, Lisa, Rinna, DJ Richie Sky, as well as Caroline Brooks and Chanel. Y'all go ahead, hop down in them comments. Let me know your thoughts, honey. I am your girl, Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.